Honda, we've just seen that some numbers from Honda. Honda's been attacking Chinese car companies over the past few days, saying that they're going to fail, going to go bankrupt, that their products are poor quality, even though Honda's cars, many of them, in fact, more than 1 million of them are made in China by Chinese car companies, kind of attacking themselves in a way. But you can kind of see why they're doing this because they're not making any money. In fact, they're making a loss. I mean, Honda's probably never been in this situation ever before. These numbers are pretty shocking. They have slashed their full-year profit forecast by 21%. They say now that in 2030, only a very small number of their car sales will be electric. Basically, they're saying, you know what? We're afraid. Honda are a company acting like they are scared of the future, scared of disruption, and they have no idea what to do. They are like a ship in the ocean without a captain. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. And if any of that spiel, if you don't believe any of it, well, have a listen to this information here. First of all, I did a video yesterday on Honda's bizarre rant from their Australian CEO, who was based in the United States more than 20 years, just going off on Chinese cars and attacking them, saying their door panels are going to fall off and many of them are going to go bankrupt, etc., etc. Well, Honda slashed their full-year profit forecast by 21%, hurt by one-time electric vehicle costs, even though they don't even sell EVs, worsening sales in China and worsening sales in Asian markets, and a shortage of parts equipped with next period chips. If you look at Honda's performance in China, this was their most important car market a few years ago. A few years ago, they sold nearly 1.5 million cars in China. This year, they're on track to sell about 750,000. Sales then will have dropped by nearly 50%. Honda is Japan's second largest automaker, and they cut their operating profit forecast for the year through March 2026 by 3.7 billion US dollars. However, more importantly, for the first half of the current financial year, which is really confusing because it's the Japanese financial year, Honda's automobile business posted an operating loss, due in large part to a bunch of one-time expenses related to electric cars, they say. I don't understand this bullshit from Honda. It's complete lies. One-time expenses related to EVs. What EVs are they even talking about? I mean, they don't sell a single electric car in most countries around the world. It's truly bizarre. Yeah, they've got the Prologue in the United States, but they don't even make that. That's made by General Motors. Anyway, the company now expects its global EV sales ratio to be only 20% in 2030. And they're miles away from that right now, but it's down from a previous target of 30%. So Honda was saying in 2030, 30% of our sales worldwide will be electric. Now they're saying it's going to be 20%. I'm going to guess next year they're going to say it's going to be 10%. And this is a big red flag. It's an enormous red flag. Guys, EV sales in China, we just saw the numbers yesterday. This is the world's largest car market. I mean, 38% of all cars sold worldwide are sold in China. Yeah. And EV sales in China in October were 1.2 million. Just that's not NEV sales. That's fully electric car sales, 1.2 million. That's a record. Honda is not part of this. They're not part of it. They're not in this game. They're not even in the race. Like there's 100 meters, everyone's lined up for the race. Usain Bolt's there. Honda didn't turn up. You know, Honda's like, well, we don't want to participate. No, we're all right. No racing for us. So they now expect to sell 925,000 vehicles in Asia in total across Southeast Asia and China and everywhere else for the current financial year, down more than 10% from their previous target of 1.1 million cars. But not long ago, that was 2 million. So competition in Southeast Asia has intensified due to the entry of Chinese automakers, which Honda has no chance against, which prompted firms in the region to offer consumers higher incentives or lower prices, says Executive Vice President Nonya Kaihara on the 7th of November. We recognize that a fundamental review is necessary for Asia, said Kaihara. However, from this fiscal year through the next, there'll be no particularly new models. We recognize we're screwed, but from this fiscal year through the next, there'll be no new models. What a weird thing to say. No particularly new models. What does that mean? Particularly. Anyway, Honda's reduction of its annual profit outlook included a 150 billion yen hit related to a shortage of chips from Dutch company Nexperia. Kaihara said the company was seeking to resume normal production in the week of November 21 after it suspended output at a Mexican plant last year and adjusted operations in the United States and Canada. The disruption stemmed from the company's reliance on a single supplier for some parts, said Kalhara. Honda also expected to take a 385 billion yen hit from US tariffs, which was 65 billion yen less than previously estimated. Kalhara said tariffs are likely to remain in place, but noted that Honda benefits from a high local production ratio in North America, where demand for hybrid vehicles is strong. Anyway, this means the automaker posted a 25% drop in its July to September operating profit, which is now running on fumes. Its motorcycle business suffered weaker volumes in Vietnam, but robust demand in Brazil and Thailand, where, to be honest, they don't make a lot of money, helped offset that drop. Last month, Reuters reported that the Japanese embassy in Hanoi sent a letter to the Vietnamese government. I was going to do a video on this and I forgot about it, saying a planned ban on gasoline-powered motorbikes in the capital city, where they should ban them, could hurt employment in industries linked to the country's massive motorcycle market. Now, Automotive News Europe said that, but that's not actually what the letter said. The letter said Honda threatened Vietnam with bankruptcies. They said there's going to be a wave of bankruptcies coming if you ban internal combustion cars in Vietnam. I'm not making this up. You can find this yourself. Just Google it. Literally, they threatened Vietnam's government with bankruptcies. Oh, our suppliers, they're all going to go bankrupt if you ban gasoline-powered motorbikes in the city. Why would they not want to ban all these loud, stinky, and they are loud and stinky, gasoline-powered motorbikes in the city? I mean, it's crazy. And then Honda to go and say this, rather than actually innovate and make electric bikes like everyone else is, Honda's like, oh, no, we don't want to line up for that race either. That's too hard. So we'll lobby the government with threats of bankruptcy. Yeah. There's probably some fantastic staff working at Honda.